Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave. This is day 14 of the December daily draw. So as we start the weekend, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Green Witch Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. So let's use our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. We have the Three of Wands. This is the first thing that occurs to me, that this is definitely one of the cards in the month ahead spread for December. If you've not seen it, go and take a look. I know this is one of the cards. I'm not sure if this is the first one we've had from that spread in the daily draws. There may have been another one. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'd have to check back. But this is definitely one of them. So we had this situation last month where some of the cards came out in the daily draws that were in the month ahead spread for that month. So interesting, we should get this card. And this is about the expectations of results. It's putting our energy out there and waiting for things to happen, waiting for things to come back to us, with the efforts to get a return on our investments and things like that, and toward when we've been working towards our goals. You see, the ship loading or unloading? This can be seen two ways, because when you see the ship leaving, to take what you've created and the energy you've put in, and it's been taken away, and then it perhaps will bring the returns on that back to you? Or are you literally waiting for your ship to come in, the bringing you the fruition of your efforts? It's the expectation of growth, of success, that I think the Three of Wands it represents here: the desire and the expectation of results and success. And I think in the month ahead spread, what this card represented was, I think it was the first card. I think it was what we leave behind, and the way I interpreted it in that position was that that we put our energy out there towards what we want to achieve, but we don't stand and watch and micromanage and be impatient waiting for those results. We get on with our lives and do other things. If we've done what we need to do for a certain thing, towards a certain goal, towards a certain project, if we've done all that we can and we've put that out there and we just have to wait for things to happen, we've done our bit, we just got to wait for things to take its due course. We can't stand looking all the while, just standing there doing nothing, fixated on what's going to happen, what's the results going to be. It's a natural response. We always want to know, well, what's going to happen, what's going to be the success of this, what's going to be. But there's nothing you can do about it by doing that. There's nothing you can do about it, and it only ties you up in anxiety and nervousness, and also it stops you from putting your focus on other things that may need attending to in the meantime. It becomes an obsession and it distracts you. It's a distraction. And I think what in the position in the month ahead spread is that leave that need to be forever watching are the results in yet? Are the results in yet? And being so obsessed and micromanaging and trying to figure out what's going to happen. Get on with things. You've done what your bit. You've put things out there and you've released it. And when you've released it, that means you let it go, and things will come back to you in due time, in the way that they're meant to. get on with doing other things. There are other things to occupy your attention. Perhaps take your mind even off it. Go and focus on something else that you can change by your efforts. Put your efforts in where they can make a difference. If you've already done enough with this and you've put it out there, you can no longer do anything else with it. You just got to wait for time and process to work its way through the results. Then you go and do something else, put your mind onto something else that you do have an influence over, that you can change, that you can create new things and work towards a goal. And then while you're doing that, before you know it, these results will start to come in. And sometimes you'll even almost forget about what you did earlier on that's producing these results because you're so busy with something else. And then you get to enjoy almost a surprise, or a joyous reminder of this is what your efforts in the past produced. And that gives you an encouragement then to continue with what you're doing now, because then you see what your efforts can produce. So it spurs you on to what you're doing now. But don't stand over it and watch and be so obsessed with the process. It will take the time it will take. It will happen the way it happens. There's nothing we can do once we've done our bit. So we need to let it go and wait for things to take off. So that's what I believe that this card is reminding us about. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Mistletoe. Well, there's probably lots of mistletoe going around at the moment. Let me quickly look at the guidebook for the keywords, because there's the verse at the bottom, but I don't get anything from that. And I've forgotten what it represents, to be honest with you. The keywords are fertility, obviously, protection, and a spark of ideas. That fertility, you've put your efforts in, it will produce the results you want to make. Trust in that process. Spark of ideas, we've had the things with the ideas and new ideas. Go and work on something new. Get that spark of ideas for something else while this process is going on. And they will all come together to give you that abundance that you're seeking at the right time. So that is what I believe these cards are saying today. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 15. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.